ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Goldy here. Today I'll be providing you with an overview of how to complete the Mage Tower quest, Feltotem's Fall. In this video we'll be looking at the key boss mechanics and preparations needed to unlock this difficult but very doable artifact skin. What might you need on this epic adventure, you might ask? Well, most of the regular stuff that you'd bring along to a Mythic Plus or Raid. So I want you to at least bring along some potions of prolonged power, a few flasks, a few health potions, stat food, drums of the mountain, and if you can afford it, runes. They will definitely help you in this fight. Here are the talents you'll need to lock in for the encounter. If you want to just pause the video and take a screenshot, otherwise I'll link the talents just in the info bar below. Why don't you have a spirit beast for this encounter, you might ask? And yes, the spirit beast would be pretty good for the passive heal, but the Quillen are just so much better, and the reason why is because of this ability. When they fall below 40% health, they'll actually take 30% less damage and regenerate a percentage of their health for 8 seconds. So basically it's a death save when they become low in health, and your pet will spike quite a bit during the encounter. So I highly recommend that you head over to the Vale of the Eternal Blossoms and pick up one of these. They're tameable everywhere by hunters. The stone armor ability is just second to none on this encounter. So I started recording this fight after I killed Tugar Blood Totem. It was one of those days, and I'm sure you can appreciate where I'm coming from, where you're just over the fight, you wanted to get it done, and I forgot to hit the record button. But I do have the second stage of the fight on the screen, and you can see Jormog the Behemoth Worm, who basically is a tank and spank fight. I occasionally throw an interrupt his way, but it's a very easy second stage of the fight and well deserved after the hell that is stage 1 with Tugar. This fight is pretty complex. You have to interrupt Tugar's spell burst every single time, or you'll get one-shotted. It's the most important mechanic of this fight to keep in mind. Tugar will also spawn an X-shaped spike that will rise from the floor. All you need to do is move out of that. When he casts Earthquake, make sure you're out of the center of the room near where the tents are. The stalactites will fall in the exact same place every time. Jongar will burrow underground, and it is crucial that you dodge his trail. If Jongar does manage to hit you, you'll be stunned briefly and receive a large amount of damage. During Earthquake, it's essential that you break Jongar's damage reduction stacks by running him through a stalactite on the ground. The way you do this is when you see him pop out from underground, he's going to be charging at you shortly after. This is when you position yourself between where he popped up and a stalactite. There are 3. You want to get all 3 each time so you can get rid of his 9 stacks within 3 Earthquake casts. After you break Jongar's damage reduction, you can't stack any more, making him take increased damage. That's the maximum. Also, during Earthquake there will be eggs that will spawn. You'll need to kill those pretty quickly to avoid taking unnecessary damage. If you don't kill them within their cast time, they'll just hatch into a worm. It's not a big deal. They'll just have a percentage left of health that you've got them to during the egg phase. During all of this, Tugar will periodically spawn a totem which will stun you after a medium cast length, regardless of your proximity to the totem. You want to kill this totem as soon as possible, and the easiest way for me was just making a very simple target macro with a cast Cobra shot. I'll leave all my macros down below. The totem has very little HP, and just about any damaging ability will kill it, so killing it doesn't make much time, but again, interrupting Tugar's spell burst takes priority over the totem. Once Tugar is dead, it's pretty much a tank and spank. If you've got the healing pounce, you can just stand there and shoot arrows, try to interrupt when you can, and you'll be down very quickly. Okay, so a summary of the fight is that the general strategy is to alternate countershot with intimidation. You can use freezing trap as a backup to interrupt fell burst. One fell burst comes after the earthquake egg spawn, so I sometimes delay switching to Az to get the fell burst, especially if I know I have to use freezing trap as it has a travel time. This is also why I stand close to him even when my pet has aggro. The worm has 9 stacks of 10% armor reduction. I run a lot during the burrow phase and try to kite him through the sand pits, which take off a stack. As you can see, by the time the main boss dies, his stacks are gone. If your pet dies, just jump into the center, gas and try again. Your pet will have a very difficult time regaining aggro after resurrecting, and it's not really worth the time trying. GG guys! What a fight! I hope that this video is helpful, and if you don't mind just subscribing to my channel, you can keep up to date with all the latest gaming videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to catching up with you all next time. Bye!
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.